been told to stay behind. Flying out of the shadows into runner-up place is the Dark Knight's very own ride, the iconic Batmobile. The first model came out in 1941 and had a red exterior, would you believe it? Since then, it's been helping the Caped Crusader clean up the streets of Gotham all the way into 2010, now taking the form of a bat tank rather than a car. Its seats have been graced by the bottoms of some of Hollywood's finest, and it's armed with all sorts of super high-tech, super expensive, super accurate weapons and gadgets. One would think this is the ultimate crime-fighting machine. But wait, we're yet to reveal number one. It's not just a car, it's an advanced supercomputer on wheels. It's the Knight Industries 2000, or KITT as we all know him. That's right, pole position goes to the Hop's wisecracking, butler-like modified 1982 Pontiac Firebird. What can we tell you about KITT? He's got more features than 100 iPads. His brain and scanner allows him to see, think, learn, communicate and interact with humans.
I am the voice of Knight Industry 2000's microprocessor, KITT for easy reference, a KITT if you prefer.
He can take over the wheel if you're feeling a bit lazy, or kick into super pursuit mode when chasing down those baddies. And he is oh so polite, even in the face of danger. Sharp looks, great personality, countless tricks, and loyal to the axle. That's why we rank KITT number one in our list. Too bad he's not in road production, or else we'd be all living in a much safer world.
Well, we're going to take a short break, but I'm going to let you into some of my beauty secrets when we come back. Welcome back to the show. Thanks for joining us again.
Now, if you've always wanted to spend a Friday night with Katrina Kaif, and no, we're not talking to all the men in the audience, we're talking to the women, getting all her beauty tips. Well, guess what? We actually have Katrina with us here today. And let's face it, I mean, you know, Katrina's got an angelic face. She's got that amazing body. But what is her truly main attraction is that mane of hair. Katrina, thank you so much for joining us on Friday Night Lights. And are you going to share your beauty tips with us or not? Or are you going to keep them all to yourself?
No, I'm happy to share.
Yeah, great. Okay, the main attraction really is your mane. So how do you actually take care of your hair?
Obviously, there's much more to beauty than just hair, but hair is kind of the first thing you notice. And like even when I walked in, the first thing I noticed was your hairstyle.
Oh my God,
so
I'm so touched.
Actually, I think the simpler, the better. But you do have to put a little effort into, you know, having some sort of a groomed look. My knowledge of brands and being in the industry I'm in, you're exposed to, and you get to kind of do research on the brands that are good for you, the brands that are going to help you make your life easier. Yeah. Now my hair is here, but I mean before it was even longer when I was like 14 and all that. So me and my sisters, we have 6 sisters, and that, you know, we have, you know, our mom, of course, is not going to go out asking each one individually what they want. And for some reason, Pantene was always in the house. I can't exactly remember why or how it started, but there was always Pantene in the house. And my mom kind of taught us this technique of putting your head over the bathtub to wash your hair, because it's easier when you have really long hair. We used to always kind of just dip our hair in and out of the water in the bathtub, and it used to be really silky, you know.
But Katrina is always more than happy to welcome another member into a family of great hair.
Not to belittle anyone else, but a lot of ads you see for shampoos, they have so much extensions in their hair. You know, and you see this hair flying, and it's this long, and it's this thick, and I'm like, that's lovely.
It's like another person. And talking about relating to real women, I think, you know, like a lot of people have this impression of you as being very real, in terms of, you know, you don't seem to really put that much effort into, or your beauty seems effortless. Do you think that's the way beauty should be, or do you think that it needs a little bit of work?
For me, the key is to looking just groomed and just looking simple, and coming across as something that everyone can achieve. It can be something as simple as maybe straightening your hair, you know, blow drying it before you maybe once every 3 days before you go to work, if you're whatever your job may be, you know, and just something simple like that. Or maybe noticing that because of our humidity, you should apply a little powder on your face. Just simple things, I think, are important, rather than saying, I'm going to go buy a whole new wardrobe and try and make a fashion statement and cut my hair into layers so, you know, it becomes bouncy. You don't have to be so complex.
Okay.
It's your body, it's your face, it's your hair. Invest in good products that are, you know, that are quality, that are proven. Don't look into things that make tall claims that, you know, seem unrealistic, because if they seem unrealistic, it's probably because they are.
Thank you so much for sharing your beauty tips with us, Katrina. Well, let's hope that all of us look at least a little bit like you. We obviously can't hope to recreate this, but a little like you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, a skill I always wanted to acquire, which now I've learned. I learned a bit before, but then recently when I was in Spain for Zoya's film, I took proper professional training, and I picked it up very quickly, and now I can ride almost any motorbike. So that was something which I was very excited about. It always seemed very difficult and something I'd never be able to do. But now that I actually can, I find it very exhilarating. I think it's the moment when you're on the bike, it's just a certain sense of freedom, and it's something that's kind of like my new hobby now. Well, I don't think women are bad drivers. I just think that women think more, probably, or they're a little more hesitant, and when you're on the road, hesitation is the most dangerous thing. So I think that's the only thing. But I don't think women are bad drivers. I bet there are more accident ratios with men drivers than women drivers. So I don't know.
Yes, Katrina may have a passion for bikes, but let's face it, not all of us have it in us to be the next Uma Thurman or Priyanka Chopra. So where does a girl head to satisfy her need for speed? Yes, if you're looking to let out your inner speed demon with the least consequences, your local gaming zone is probably the best place to head. What do I have to say?
Hit the red button. It's a good start. It's a good start.
And while I may have had some starting trouble, like most women, I was soon on the right track, albeit with a little help from the competition.
Corner, really lean into it. Lean it. That's right. Yeah, nice. Yeah, straighten up.
But I soon got a little ahead of myself. I feel like Priyanka Chopra minus the leather suit, and I just have one boy. I don't have 13. Which probably led to me losing out. How did it come first? I mean, I can't believe I'm actually asking him for advice or whatever.
Come first, well, first when I'm not playing.
That's a good point, yeah.
Secondly, you need to take your corners a bit better, you know, really lean into it. Push into the bike, try and stay on the road.
Use those womanly curves.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Otherwise, maybe use the brake once in a while.
Yeah, I have a bit of a problem using the brakes, yeah.
Really, not bad.
It's all about Fast and the Furious here. Yep, I may be a long way off from being a biker babe, but virtually at least, I seem to be on the right track. I came second!
Well, that's all from me. I hope you have a great weekend, and if you have any feedback, please write into FridayNightLights@ndtv.com. Thanks.